So we're back with another one of these kind of videos. Dragon Ball Legends is just in a weird place again, and it just, last night I was playing and I got so incredibly annoyed. Now for timeline purposes, before I get any deeper in this video, because tonight, I'm recording this on Tuesday at 12 o'clock on July 14th. Tonight we should be getting a big update that's supposed to make the game load faster. I mean, I don't really know. It doesn't really specify what's going to change, but I assume based on these changes, it's not going to be anything big. I think they're going to try to basically trickle out the bigger updates over the course of the next couple weeks, because last time they threw in a giant update with a bunch of things all at once, we didn't really like it because it was just way too overwhelming. So I don't think they're ever going to do a big update again like that, but they're going to start trickling stuff out. Again, I'm going to give them credit and the benefit of the doubt that they're going to be working on changing stuff. You know, a lot of times I see people get mad at the Legends team for not getting updates out faster, but you guys gotta understand, when it comes down to big updates, especially structure changes like that, like massive changes, it does take time. So I'm gonna just wait. Again, I don't want this game to die. I don't want this game to decline. I don't want this game to do this. It's a fun game. You can't deny, when you get into a good Dragon Ball Legends match, it's a lot of fun. Like, a lot of fun. But the problem is, a lot of times, that fun gets overshadowed by the bullshit you gotta go through sometimes. So I put this video together again to kind of talk about a couple things that I just want to see changed. Some stuff that doesn't make any sense, why this game does stuff the way it does, and hopefully, again, it can get to the right ears. You know, this is not even new material. This is not new information. This is stuff that I've been personally telling the team for the past, like, 2 years, that other people have been telling the team for the last couple of years. Like, this is not new stuff. This is not new information. This is stuff that we always talk about, whether we're blowing up their social media with it, or, you know, because they do watch the videos. They watch all of our videos, all the content creators, and they hear all the same information being fed to them, and then they just haven't really been implementing any of the changes yet. So again, benefit of the doubt, we'll see what happens. I mean, for all I know, the update tonight is going to have a lot of large changes, which means this video is going to be completely useless. But still, I gotta get my words out in case it's not the same changes, and maybe it's something they can work on in the future. So I got this kind of broken down with bullet points, not script, but it's got bullet points. And again, anything that I missed, feel free to just add on to it down below in the comments and stuff like that. Okay. First and foremost, I hate co-op. I hate and love co-op, let's just say that. You know, co-op I think is a cool concept. The problem is co-op is just incredibly annoying to play. So last night, the thing that really just threw me off, not threw me off, but threw me into like a rage, let's say that, is I was trying to do my dailies. You know, every time the game resets at 11 o'clock for me, I hop in, I do my quick 7-8 dailies, and then I'm basically in and out of the game. And then I'll play it again next time or whatever. But like, I always do my dailies at reset. Last night, one of the dailies was to do one adventure. See the problem with that? They took away most adventure rewards. I don't know when that even happened. Or maybe I just never even noticed. But for example, I think in the last couple weeks, they nerfed the adventures you get in PvP. Prior to it, whether you win or lose, you would always get adventures that give you stuff like regular souls or Zenny and stuff like that. So you always get a constant flow of adventures, which I used to always have running in the background. Well, for some reason, they took that away, and they replaced it with the equipment metal shop, which is fine, because again, you're still getting something for it. But I'm like, okay, but what's the point? What's the point of nerfing adventures in PvP? Whatever, I'll just go into a quick event and grab one. Oh wait, there was no adventures to get farmed at any event. So my first thought process was, okay, well, I'll just hop into co-op real fast. I'll win a quick co-op match. And then you get like the Zenkai adventure, so you know, you can get some Zenkai souls. But unfortunately, I had to play co-op, which is just not a lot of fun at all. It's no fun right now at all. It's annoying. So naturally, I hop in. My partner was a Goku, not Goku, a Gohan, an LF Gohan, and naturally, I don't farm up my Dragon Balls at all, which you can see on his image right here. Like literally, this is like what 130 seconds in, something like that, and all I had was 5 balls. Like this is like after a shield break too. So naturally, my partner does a rising rush right into a shield break and wastes it. So what happens next is he dies. So I'm like, all right, it's fine. I can win this as long as I'm getting ki back. But oh wait, my partner's not tapping, giving me health back the entire time. So I'm like, all right, well, let's see what happens. Rising rush, I die. So now it's like, all right, now I'm just annoyed. I hop into this match so I can just get a stupid Zenkai Soul adventure so I can just get my daily done. But I have to play this abysmal mode, which is just not fun at all. The thing is co-op isn't bad. The mode itself isn't bad. The concept is cool, you know, being able to hop in. I will tell you this right now. Whenever they do like the free Zenkai stuff, it's a lot more fun because you just go in and out, in and out, in and out. But like when they have these in-between co-op battles, it's just not enjoyable at all. Because a lot of times, if you hop in with the random, they will do dumb shit, like literally do a rising rush when the shield is up. Well, other times, the second they get all the Dragon Balls and the shield goes down, they instantly rising rush like, bro, wait for me so we can do a double. Ugh. I don't know. I think co-op can definitely be a lot of fun. I hate the fact that it's being forced down our throats. Anything that you force the players to do, we're not gonna want to do. And I've told us them before. I've told us to them several times in the last 2 years, like, do not force your players to do X, Y, and Z. I get it's a PvP-based game. It's a little bit different. So if PvP is the main aspect, sure. But a lot of times they're literally forcing us to do stuff like adventures. They're forcing us stuff to do like co-op. They're forcing us to want to do this because it's like, if you don't do it, you miss out. You miss out on rewards. But it's like, it's just not fun. If you're gonna force us to do co-op, for love of God, at least make it fun. At least make it consistent to how like the Zenkai grinds are for co-op battles. Because at that point, it's not that bad. But still, like, ugh! That's how I feel like every time I play co-op. Now again, I've had fun with co-op before. You know, like I said, whenever they have the Zenkai battles, it's more fun because it's not as annoying. You don't like get one shot. But like, if I hop in there with a type advantage character, especially a boost character, and I still get one shot, it's like, this is stupid. This is not enjoyable at all. So co-op needs a lot of change. Comment section below, how would you personally change co-op? Oh, for love of God, also, can we get it so when your opponent disconnects, it turns into a bot? I've said this now like 1,000 times. You know, it's already kind of programmed in. We saw it with the Vegeta battle back when the anniversary started, but we haven't seen anything else since. I assume that might be coming tonight. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But something like that. Little changes can make co-op a lot of fun. It's just, if you're gonna force us to play it, at least make it enjoyable. Something else that annoys me is there's a lot of limitations to items you get. So like, for example, right now they're letting you farm Z powers, but guess what? You can't hold multiple Z powers at once. And I know why they do that. They probably want us to, they don't want us to like, to hoard all the Z powers as possible. And then when a unit comes out, you pull one unit and bam, you get it at 14 stars. Personally, I don't see the problem in that because like, the fact, like right now the way it works is as of today, again, I don't know how it's going to change in the next hour or next couple hours or how it's going to change in the next couple weeks. But as of today, if you have one Z power and you get the same Z power, it goes to your gift box. But guess what? You only have 5 days to accept it, which means you're forced to use it. So if you have nothing that you really want to use it on, you just kind of let it go to waste. And it's like, why? And speaking of which, the summon tickets you also get from like summoning are also limited at 1,500, which I know a lot of you guys might not know this, but if you're a whale, especially like me, it limits at 1,500. So what happens after 1,500? It goes into the gift shop, and if you wait more than 30 days, or not gift shop, but the gift box, if you wait for more than 30 days, it disappears. Dokkan doesn't even do this. Dokkan lets you hang on to as many red coins as possible and use them whenever the hell you want. So it's like, why is there a limitation on it? Like, let me stock on my summon tickets and then use it when something pops up in the shop that's worth it. Otherwise, I'm literally wasting it. Like, bro, why? Why are we limiting stuff? Now, I will say, you know, they did increase the limits for stuff like skip tickets and energy tickets, but even that should be increased because, like, the more you play, the more you get. There's no reason why you should go into a gift box and then literally expire. Like, let us just put the number to 9,999 for those, at least. Like, increase the limit. There's no reason for it to be a 2,000. And speaking of skip tickets, I'm so tired of skip ticket simulator. It's so not fun. Like, 10 energy, skip. Restock. 10 energy, skip, restock. 10. If you're gonna make skip ticket simulator a thing, at least like up the limit. Make it so you can use 100 at a time or something like that. I don't know. Give me something where I don't have to sit here and skip for about an hour and a half, and then by the time it's time to actually play with the units, I don't want to. I don't know. Increase the limit to maybe like allow me to do 100 skips or something, so I can just go in and out of the event, get my boost, get my items, and then go play the game. Because by the time I'm done skipping and basically powering up a unit or collecting equipment or whatever, I'm annoyed. And speaking of equipment, re-rolling is garbage. Re-rolling and just rolling is garbage in general. Now, I'm not as heavy in equipment re-rolls like my friends are. Like, I know Goresh, people like Truth will sit there and just like, they'll re-roll and they'll just like farm equipment for days. But like, look, I'll go in there, I'll grab in maybe like 100 equipment. I'll roll them all. Look at that, all C rank, all C rank. I'm talking about in the end. You know, like the way I roll equipment is if there's a golden slot, I save that, and then when I have like 10, I'll just hop in and see what happens, you know? So it usually goes from C to B and then to A. That's usually bad. What you want to go for when you're rolling equipment is you want to see those gold slots pop up. So in which case you'll go from C to A to S, maybe to even Z. Except when that happens so rarely. So it's like, all right, well, I just wasted an hour collecting, you know, 20 C rank equipment just for it to be A. But I can always re-roll it. You re-roll it, it becomes worse. Worse. Equipment is very important, by the way. A lot of people ignore it. That's why a lot of times you have the PvP, a lot of people just say, fuck it, and they accept they have, like, you know, A equipment. Sometimes you even see B equipment because no one wants to re-roll equipment or even roll equipment in general. It's because it's so obnoxious. And the thing that always kills me the most is the difference between, like, A and S and even Z sometimes is like 1 or 2%. So it's like you might as well just run A at that point. But even then, it's like the chances to get a golden slot when you're rolling equipment is just so low, and it's like I'm not having fun with this. This is just so it's just annoying. Like, I don't know. The last thing I want to talk about is PvP. Now, this one I kind of understand. This is kind of a big wild card. The thing that sucks about PvP, I mean, you can talk about meta as well, and you can talk about the actual system in place as well in regards to how, you know, you're getting points. You know, for example, I suggested in the last video what they should do is once you get to BP 50, which is the max rank you can get, they should minimize the points you get per match to like 20. So every time you do a match, even if it's against a bot or a low-level player, you get 20 points. Because at that point, you're grinding something. Because the way it works right now is if you come across a low-ranked player or a bot, you only get 1 BP. Which is annoying because you can spend hours and hours and hours getting one at a time, and then you get into that one laggy match or that one good opponent, and now you get minus like 100 or something like that. When you come into a player that has a high enough rank, you know, it should still scale so you can get like 80 or 100 points or whatever, but it should be at least minimal to 20. That way you're getting something, which allows you to actually to rank up, you know, over the course of post 50 BP. But the thing I want to talk about PvP in general for me is I don't even go for 50 because there's just no point. It's just a lot of times the higher you get up the ladder, the smaller the player base gets, which means the higher the chance you are to run into like lag or mods and stuff like that. And it's one of those things that's really hard to solve. I mean, I know they're talking about decreasing the amount of data sent, which should in theory decrease lag, which we've seen it in the past, but still it's not going to be a perfect solution to it. PvP is going to be one of those things that's going to be so hard to fix because it's like you can't, if you make the game send as little data as possible and you still run into a player that lives in like Antarctica and they have like a 1 bar connection, it's like, cool, this is gonna lag. I mean, the thing that came to my mind is, you know, I mentioned this in my last PvP video, why not have a minimal connection requirement? If I have to wait 2 minutes for a match, sure, I'll take that. I'd rather have a 2-minute wait list to get a 3-bar connection or higher, then finally get into a match, and then it's a 1-bar connection that lags every 3 seconds, and it's just not fun. I don't know. Every fighting game does that. Granted, this is a mobile game, so I understand it's a bit different, and the reason why they do it right now, the way they do it, is because they don't want us to sit there and wait for about an X amount of time not getting a match. I mean, at that point, I'd rather just get a bot. I'd rather just get a bot match that is a perfect connection than load in with a player that literally just doesn't even have internet. And I'm like, how are you even connected? If you guys saw my last PvP video last week or a couple weeks ago, a couple months ago, depending on when this video is viewed, it was abysmal. It was so bad that I just literally almost ended the video right there. But that's the state of the game. You know, you can never tell when that happens. To me, the big sign is when I see my load thing go across the screen immediately and then the other player's load screen is just doing this. I'm like, all right, either they're downloading all data or it's just going to be a not fun match. And normally, it's a not fun match. So I don't know, they can toss in something that says, hey, if you want to search longer for better connections, you can check that box. I will take that any day over just running into that one laggy match. Because the thing is I can play Legends for hours and hours and hours, but the second I get into just that one match, that one singular match that's bad, I just don't want to play the game at all. At all. I hate making ranty videos about stuff like this because, like, I don't know, I just like to focus on playing the games and having good times, but every now and then it's just, you just kind of got to vent. And this is more of a venting video, and hopefully, I don't know, we can get to the point where the game improves again, because again, they did great, you know. Early in the year, they were doing this, then they started doing that, they were doing this. It's a roller coaster. And don't even get me started on the Zenkai system. Like, the more I think about it, the more I even hate Zenkai even more. And before you say, Rhyme, don't you Zenkai everything? No, I do not. I'm not like every other content creator or player of the game. I've only Zenkai 2 units ever. And then, of course, I'll Zenkai the free ones. And even that I haven't completely done yet because the Zenkai orb system still sucks. So the only 2 units I've ever Zenkai'd were Beerus, because he's my favorite character, and Beerus sucks. So you had to do that. You literally had to Zenkai Beerus to make him useful. And the other one was obviously Cooler, who's actually really, really good. But outside that, I don't Zenkai units because I hate the grind, and I hate the fact that, of the entire system, you know. I saw Brad, big shout out to Brad Cole, tweet how much he wishes that the EZA system was the same system we had in place in this game. And it's like, that's how it should have been. You know, it's like, imagine you spend money or just crystals or / time in getting a unit, then like 2 months later it becomes useless because it's basically out of the meta, and then they decide to buff it again so you can bring it back. I think that's great. That's how it should have been, you know. The first year of Legends, they were doing that. You know, they released stuff like the Yellow Frieza, which was pretty decent at launch, then became trash, and then they made them really, really good. And they did that. They did 5 Sparking units, 5 EX units. Like, that was fantastic. And then they decided, you know what? Let's monetize this. So it's like, you paid to get these units. Let's make you pay again. It's like, Granted, I will say the new Zenkai system is a lot better. It's a lot cheaper. Now it's going to cost you like 6,000 to 7,000 CCs as opposed to like 20. But still, like, we didn't even need that. We could have just had the old system in place, and I don't know. I hate doing videos like this because I'd rather just, you know, have a good time, play the games. But sometimes you gotta rant. I know they're gonna see the team. The team is gonna see this video, and hopefully, again, I'm talking to y'all directly right now. Hopefully, you guys can take the game in a good direction because you have the key to success. Again, I've personally given you guys this information. I've seen the others give you guys this information. You have literally the key to success. You have the blueprint on y'all desks. So please, let's go in that direction and not backwards. Because if you go backwards, there won't be a year 3. Thank y'all for watching. Let me know your thoughts. I'm gonna go play something else right now. Again, with me, when I don't like the state of a game, I literally just go play something else. Like, that's the reason why you don't see Legends on this channel every day. If Legends actually worked properly and wasn't abysmal to play sometimes, you would see Legends on the channel almost every single day. Because the game is fun when it works. I mean, you can say it about any game. Xenoverse is fun when it works. It's just not ever working usually. I don't know. Hope you guys enjoy. Let me know your thoughts. Hit that thumbs up if you agree or disagree. I don't care. Let me know what you guys think about the game, and let's just see what this update is going to have tonight. Again, I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt. I don't think that team has any ill will. I don't think that they're purposely just trying to, like, force us to pay every possible chance. You know, it is a gacha game at the end of the day. Like, they're trying to make the money, which is fine. But I've told them before, if you make your player base happy, the money's going to come. Like, if you literally just cater to the player base, to the fans of the game, there's going to be people that are going to put money in the game, and that's going to put money in the overall business. So all you got to do is make the player base happy. Every player matters. Every player is important. Whether you're free to play or pay to play, every player makes the game go around. I don't even know what that means, but you get what I'm trying to say. So you make the entire player base happy, we're going to be going in a good direction. Otherwise, the more times you step on our feet, the more we just go play something else. That's all. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the comment section below. Peace.